Yeah, check the legend. When the numbers start talking, who gon' listen? When I count these figures up. When I stack, it ain't enough. When I check, red ink everywhere. When I look, nothing balanced there. Spreadsheet therapy, commas don't add up right. Been cooking books like Gordon Ramsay all night. Profit margins thinner than my patience getting. Credit score lower than my expectations setting. When I audit my own damn soul. When I calculate what I lost with this control. When I tally up the cost of playing this part. Assets versus liabilities, where's my heart? Running calculations in my head. Running calculations while I'm dead. Running calculations, am I winning? Running calculations from the beginning. Why my balance sheet look like a tragedy? Why my cash flow sound ecstatic to me? Why my portfolio screaming bankruptcy? While the bottom line questioning my strategy? Why my balance sheet look like a tragedy? When I invest in what I thought was sure. When I risk, now I ain't so pure. When I scheme like I'm Warren Buffett's ghost. When I dream about what matters most. Diversified my morals into different accounts. Now I can't remember what any of it amounts. Liquidating friendships for some quarterly gains. Amortizing love over these financial pains. When I budget time versus the grind. When I forecast what I'll leave behind. When I reconcile the books of my existence. Debits, credits, where's my resistance? Running calculations in my head. Running calculations while I'm dead. Running calculations, am I winning? Running calculations from the beginning. Why my balance sheet look like a tragedy? Why my cash flow sound ecstatic to me? Why my portfolio is screaming bankruptcy? Why the bottom line questioning my strategy? Why my balance sheet look like a tragedy? When I close out these fiscal years. When I file through these financial fears. When I sum up what I really earn. When I learn what bridges I burn. Depreciating assets, appreciating stress. Writing off relationships for the fiscal mess. Tax season on my conscience, penalties on my soul. IRS of karma coming for what I stole. When I balance what I've done. When I settle up accounts before I'm gone. When the final statement prints out in the end. When the men to my end, don't so show that can.